Hi. Um, well, it's good morning for me. It's like good morning for me. I don't know, good morning for you guys, maybe? I don't know. Um, I need to, I think I need to put some makeup on. My stuff is healing pretty good so far. I'd like to say I'm doing decent. I'd like to say I'm doing decent. So I'm going to say I'm doing decent. Here's the cup for the day. The cup for today is a Halloween mug, and inside, I don't think you can see, there's whipped cream. But it's keto, sugar-free whipped cream because we're on a journey. We're on a sugar-free journey. Um, yeah. I woke up from a strange dream just now. It's very strange. I don't know how I feel about it. Today's Sunday. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna be scrambling around right here. It's not even a makeup video. I'm just showing you some incense from a lovely person. I'm putting on lipstick, reading a fucking oracle card for the day, showing you guys the description. And if you want to pause, you can read that. I don't know if you want to get something out of that, some kind of inspiration. I love this shit for inspiration. I'm putting on some some skin quencher, and that's about it for this video. I should probably put on setting spray. If it's not in my vicinity, I'm not doing it. I'm also blind, so nothing is really. There's a Hello Kitty one. Mm. It's not perfect. It's crooked. It's a little oblonged and obtuse. I don't give a fuck. 1 second. Let me get my Hello Kitty setting spray. I also need to do. I mean, my voice is so deep. I'm like, let me go get my Hello Kitty setting spray. See who gives a fuck. Just kidding. Oh murder. No, I'm just kidding. I need to get my Hello Kitty setting spray, and I need to put on my thing again. One second, because I don't want this in my hair. I just washed my hair yesterday, so I don't want this, that, and this, and this, and that. And blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry down while I slightly waft my face. I'm working on letting my red heal. I filled in. God damn it, I said it too many times. I don't know what the fuck my original words are. I put ink. Switch the complete sentence around. I put ink into the hollow spots of my tattoo, and they are red. So I'm gonna see. I remember I had to do a couple of passes of red on this coffin. Um, Ironically, I saw a woman in Roswell, New Mexico during one of the crash festivals, and I said, "Hey, I like your," and I forgot what I told her. I think it was like her purse or her shoes. We were wearing the same thing or something like that. We had something very similar. I said, "I like that." How bad are my lips? My lips are really bad today. I look like a fucking frog. I don't care. Okay, it's Ichabod Crane meets the Headless Horseman meets that fucking mania driven frog. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Okay, now look. I need to put on mascara too. What the fuck was that? Okay, okay. God damn. Okay. Okay, look. What was I saying before this? God damn it. Tattoos. Ichabod Crane and a frog. Oh my god, it's gone forever. God damn it, woman. Keep it together. Okay. I filled in my tattoos, the hollow points of my tattoos, with red. I had to pass over this red a couple times. I forgot. Bitch, I'm so sorry. Bitch. Okay, I had to like replay my own footage. I'm so fucking vile. Grotesque ADHD. Like, yes, I can be trusted with launch codes. Like, yes, queen. Like, I can. I can. I can. And little. Oh, no, I can't. Like, bitch, don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, grotesque ADHD. I was in Roswell, New Mexico 1 year. I don't remember what year. We've gone the past like 3 years. I don't think we're gonna go this year. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so there was a girl and she had something on that I was also wearing, and I said, "Girl, I like that thing." Like, you know how like you pass up girlies and you like from girly to girly. Like even gays and theys, how we interact with each other. Not straights. Like straights don't interact like this, but like gays and theys, hey baby. Like yes, people in the queer, community, the queer spectrum. Okay, people on the spectrum and queer. What's up? That's who I'm talking to right now. Um you see something you like, you pass someone up, you go, hey, I like that. I like that. Like, yes, like it's, yes, absolutely. Queen, diva moment. Love you. Um, and then she was like, thank you so much. Oh my God, we have the same thing. Hee hee ho ho, right? And she stopped me again, like a double stop. And she turned to me and like Una reverse card me. And she was like, girl, I like your tattoo. Bitch, we had the same tattoo on the same arm in the same spot, same coffin, same arm, same spot. And I was like, whoa. And then we both stopped and we looked at each other like, we're both in Roswell. We're from some weird place. We both have the same whatever it was. I think purse or shoes or something. Something very like eye catching. I was like, wow, oh my God, I have that too right now on me. And then we had the same tattoo in the same place, and I was like, that's a little fucked up. That was one too many coinkydinkies. I was like, we have the same person. She was like, we have the same tattoo in the same spot. And then it wasn't no haha anymore. Then it was like, get the fuck away from me. Just kidding. No, we were like, did we like literally like we were like, and then we were like, this is not okay. This is actually really weird. Ugh. And then we were like, okay, bye. And like we parted ways, and yeah, it was funny until it literally fucking wasn't. And then we were like, we both at the same time, it wasn't just like I was kind of like, you know how like sometimes your mental illness be mental illnessing, you know what I mean? Like sometimes every once in a while, once in a wolf moon, baby, your mental illness will be mental illnessing, and like I don't know, your disabilities will be disabling you. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. It was literally, I was like, haha, we have the same thing. And then she was like, haha, well, we have the same tattoo in the same spot. I don't know you. And then immediately we stopped trusting each other. We were like, who the fuck are you? Like, it was so weird. It was so weird. I was like, two bad bitches in Roswell, New Mexico. Oh, so we're there for UFO alien shit. Like, you're not there because of the fucking fajitas. Like, girl, like, yes, they're good, but no, you're not there for that. Like, you're there because you believe in the spooky dooky, the otherworldly. There's something that goes bump in the night. Maybe it's a UIP, maybe it's a UFO. I don't fucking know, bitch. But we're both there for that reason. You know what I'm saying? And so it went from like a sweet interaction to like, everybody who goes to Roswell, New Mexico has, um, they're conscious of something. I don't know what, but they are to an extent, or they believe, or they're looking to believe, or they heard the stories of the little green men and the crash and the government cover up, blah, blah, whatever. So you go there because you're kind of suspicious. And then so it went from innocent to, bitch, are you stalking me? Like we both at the same time, we're kind of like, ooh, Well, so I made a friend and an enemy in an instant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was weird because it's almost like it opens up the door to many different things. Like the whole realization, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that was creepy. It went from like cute and innocent to fucking why are we both here at the same time, the same place, in the same area in Roswell, New Mexico? And we were standing on like this specific spot in like downtown Roswell. We were both standing on like a star in a specific spot, like at the courthouse of downtown Roswell, New Mexico. You know what I mean? And it was like at the same moment we were both stopped on the star and we noticed each other, and then we were like, maybe we should like stop interacting with each other right now. It was like, and it was like kind of a mutual like, and we both left. Like it was weird, bro. Like it was fucking eerie to say the least. To say the least, like to say the least. Like I went to Roswell, New Mexico. Like I saw a girl with a tattoo. Ooh, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, bitch. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna do my hair today, but it would be nice done. It's just fresh and clean. Fresh, I guess, like it's clean, and so I don't want to defile it with chemicals right now at this point in my timeline. I don't want to do that. I look like a fucking frog. I live. It's alive. Like I live. I live for the frog. Frog lips 2025. I love those videos where they're like manifesting you a hold up 1 second. They're like manifesting you a baddie with a fatty or something like that, right? I love those videos because at first it was like people were seriously doing it, and then that like alt community got a hold of it, and we were like manifesting you a fucking creepy count from like somewhere near blase blase with like tons of money in a creepy house. You know what I mean? Like it was so cute. It's so cute. I love whenever the alternative community and all of our trauma, we like get a hold of something and we're like, how can we fucking DIY it? Like, you know, like, okay, if you grew up poor and you're a goth, right? Like not in like the fast fashion era, but like, you know, back in the day, or even now, I'm not saying like I have very how do you say like a flint knife, the like the obsidian blade of words. I have like a double-edged sword as a mouth, and so I very much cut things, and I'm so sorry. I'm very tacky, grotesque, a bitch, a cunt, that whore from around the way, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's like me. That's like me. And I don't speak in like what the fuck ever. I have shut up. You shut up. I'm talking. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm insane. So no, I'm not. Ew, I don't know how to speak. I don't know how to say words, but I say them, and they're harsh, like sandpaper and swords. And some people are like, "Ugh, gross." Like some people will come to my channel and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm here for this," and then I'll talk and say something, and they're like, "Whoo," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Because the truth is, if I say something that rubs you the wrong way and you leave, that's okay. I don't really like need you here. It's okay. And I don't need to be in your space if you don't like me. Do you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't submit yourself to any form of torture. If watching me is torture, baby, shut my ass off. I don't need you to sit here and watch my dumb ass, honey. I have to watch my own dumb ass when I edit these videos. And I'm just like, holy shit, shut the fuck up. I'm so mean to myself. It is a miracle that I have a YouTube channel for how like critical I am of myself. And yet at the same time, sometimes I let that bitch off the leash. Like every time I turn this camera on, I just clock out, clock in, and then whenever I turn the camera off, I'm like, okay, the other aspect of myself is like now I have to go edit it. Now I have to be heavily critical of like it's like art. I know this is just like YouTube, whatever, but it is a creative process for me. And it is like a part of me, how do you say, arising and existing because I'm able to create and also edit my own videos. And that's something I always wanted to be involved in, the creation, editing, and like director stuff. And so this is kind of like on a very, very minuscule, non-important scale to anybody. The how do you say, it's not like there's a word. I'm so sorry. I'm learning multiple languages at once and I'm also stupid. So I have to find the word. Hold up. It is the not realization, but the how do you say, it's like whenever you resurrect something dead from your, this is going to, I'm going to have to explain it like this. When you resurrect a dead aspect of your soul using necromancy of love and like healing trauma therapy, the necromancy of therapy. And then you protect it with your life and you kindle the flames within you in order to allow it to exist within this realm. And that's what I'm doing here. There's a smaller part of me within myself I have to keep alive. I have to feed the fire, so to speak, the creative fire, the Promethean flames stolen from the gods. And so if I don't feed it, it will die. Much like Calcifer without how or something like that. I don't fucking know. What was I saying? I don't know. I was saying something and I totally forgot. Girl in Roswell, freaky deaky. Ugh, that was so creepy. Anyways, but yeah, yeah. No, people are like, well, do you believe in UFOs? Like, do you believe? Like, yeah, I've seen tons of them, dude. Just like take your ass outside, one pretty night and just fucking observe. Now, of course, they have a ton of fucking satellites in the sky, and you see, here's the thing. I'm crazy, and so I'm going to achieve my goals. No, affirmation time. I'm crazy, so therefore I will achieve my goals one way or another. No, but you can, how do you say, there's a flight tracker. So here's what I did one time. I was like, okay, let's disprove some of this hogwash, right? Whatever. I'm all about being critical. I'm all about testing the waters and seeing if something's real or not. I'm also about belief. I like fucking around and finding out. So it's not a big deal for me. So you can open flight trackers, you can open satellite trackers. There's multiple different ones for multiple different companies. And then you can like take your laptop outside with some the binoculars, but I have like high power binoculars that are good for viewing stars because I find it very pleasurable to view the stars. And so I do. Sometimes I spend hours alone at night, just, you know, outside while everyone's asleep looking at the stars. That's just what I do. Um, and it doesn't hurt anybody. Sometimes I'll go up on my roof with my binoculars and do that. And it's fun. I like charting the stars. In fact, I have like a whole mural of Taurus and a couple other constellations that are connected to Taurus upstairs and I painted myself. So, anyways, I love the stars. I love astrology and astronomy. Right? That's me. I'm not saying you have to at all or you have to fuck with the stars, but I do. And so it's important to have that kind of awareness of your surroundings. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just really important to know what's up and what's down, what's above and below in order to kind of like get a full picture of where the fuck you are on this planet. Like, yeah, you live in an apartment, house, studio, someplace. You dwell within a dwelling, correct? Maybe you're homeless, that's okay too. But you're dwelling within this time space clusterfuck of like terraforms. So within this time space dwelling, it's important for you to understand your surroundings and I'm Hispanic, so growing up, another very important aspect is to people say like bloom where you're like grow where you're planted or some bullshit. Like there's a word, an expression, and it's like grow where you're planted or bloom where you grow or blah whatever. Like what the fuck? I would like where you are, start growing, and then figuring out your surroundings, of course. And I also subscribe and believe in that heavily. I think it's important for people to understand their surroundings to an extent. That's why I love astrology, and that's why I love tracking the stars. But astronomy and astrology and things of that nature. Um, so yeah, you could go outside and like you can one learn your stars, two learn the foreign objects in space that are man created, three figure out what is and what isn't. Okay. A lot of the times people think that sorry, I'm itchy. A lot of the times people are going to be like, oh, well, I saw a UFO. Sometimes it's just government stuff. It's just government stuff from multiple governments all over the world, like hiding information and doing things behind our backs. Because we are essentially like mm, state by state, we are just animals to them, and they don't view us as humans. That's why they don't give a fuck about if we live or die. That's why they haven't invented a cure for cancer that is readily available without side effects because it's not profitable. But they will resurrect dire wolves without like I think the puppies are cute. I think it's magnificent. At the same time, it's complete bullshit that they did that and then they're like letting children and people all across the planet die of horrific things that science could heal and prevent, and yet we really needed some dire wolf puppies. Wow. Cool. Now, do I love wolves? Absolutely. So I'm totally fucking happy to see that. But the truth is, the elite are assholes. It's so mean. So, sorry, I keep fucking with my lighting. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Whatever. It's so mean. That's so cruel to be like, oh yeah, we're going to like we will allow these scientists to do this and then make it public. But then underneath everything, they're like, okay, now we're going to do whatever the fuck we want, even if it is illegal. Because we're rich. Oh, those fucking old man Muppets, you know what I mean? They're like, oh. Anyways, yeah. But why? I don't know anything. I'm a stupid little girl. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I don't know anything. I don't know if that's true. Maybe I'm lying too. Maybe it's false. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. If you follow Dr. Stephen Greer's stuff, it's very interesting. You know, I do sometimes. And other times, I don't agree. I don't blindly agree with everybody. I think it's important to not blindly agree with everybody that you have a shared opinion on. I don't think you should blindly follow anybody, but of course, you will learn a valuable lesson if you do. So it's not up to me whether or not you blindly follow somebody. Like, I tell people not to blindly follow me, I tell people to do their own independent research because, you know, who knows? I could be a fucking liar. I really could. You should not trust me. You should not trust me. You should do your own research. I should evoke some kind of questioning within yourself that turns you into yourself, and then you go forward with that lamplight inwards and outwards. Okay? Yeah, don't blindly follow me. Ever. Because I'll lead you to the bowels of hell, and I might accidentally leave you there. I have horrible ADHD. I might just leave your ass there, and then you'll have to crawl out on your own. And that's always embarrassing to be like, hey, I missed my bus. Anyways, so yeah, I've been kind of not trolling, but okay, I've been info dumping to Christians because I think it's important for them to wake up too. So people they posted an article somewhere about, Easter's coming up and so they gotta like get all the money from the people at the church and so they gotta make you feel guilty and shameful and like the more money you give the church, the closer you are to God, blah blah blah, stuff like that. So I was like, it's very how did I say this? I said that the Bible is full of beautiful things, beautiful verses, and pieces of information, but it's important for Christians to walk that path and to do extensive research on their own word because it is something the newer Bibles are changed so that way they can not be slapped with copyrights or plagiarism issues. So the Bibles you buy at the store today, they are way different than the ones originally translated from the original language because of man-made laws. And so because of all of these layers of condensing that has happened upon the word of God, we see that it has been taken out of context in order to save man's ass from plagiarism laws of man, and to turn a profit on Christians. And so the Bible you buy, let's say at Walmart, on the rack right next to the like rag magazines and the dirty books, okay, next to the romance novels, the Bible's right there going, you gonna pick that book up or you gonna pick me up? So funny. Anyways, it's irony. It's hilarious. I love it. Anyways, um, right next to the fucking National Choir is a Bible. They're like, it's so funny. I think they're in cahoots because a lot of the times on the National Enquirer or the Sun or whatever, it'll be like, is Jesus coming back? Is the devil like here? Is the devil Martha Stewart? Is Snoop Dogg one of the crown princes of hell? And then right next to it's the Bible, and they're like, Are you guys like, are you guys turning a profit on these Christians together? Like, gosh, that's kind of that's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's funny because they are to an extent um perversions. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, absolutely. The newer Bibles are perversions of the older ones. And no, am I Christian? No, but I think it's if you're going to rock that shit, I think it's important you rock that shit. Like, go and grab an old Bible. Take the time. You're a Christian, so you're going to be on this path for quite some time, correct? So, as an act of devotion to your God or to your Jesus, perhaps learn Old Greek and learn how to translate the words yourself. And then you'll learn it more and more, and it'll become something holy within you, not just listening to the fucking disgusting bad fish breath of these priests and pastors that claim to be great people, and then instead they are literally perverts and don't need to be anywhere near school and perhaps behind bars or shot in a shallow grave. I don't know. But the more that comes out about these disgusting, vile perverts, the sadder I get because it is all a system. It's another system that people fall into. There's so many pitfalls for humans to crush their soul in to get reach. And it's not fair. It's cruel because they don't know what they're signing up for. The same way, like, you go and you get Disney Plus or something, and then they're like, we are going to save your information and use it across the planet at every single one of our theme parks. And so when you show up to Disneyland, we will already know you, Samantha, and how old you are and what you keep watching over and over again. We know you like the Avengers, Samantha. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, if it is in the like terms of service, they're like, oh yeah, and your soul goes to Walt Disney. Oh, like, okay. And then people are like, purchase, purchase. And like, I mean, come on, that's not fair because no one's gonna read that. And that's also what they do to artists in the industry. They'll write up all this big word documentation that only lawyers who have gone to like years and years of studying at a very good school, a very good law school, will understand. And then these like new upcoming artists are like, I'll just sign it because I'm fucking stupid. They plucked me out of something and told me they were going to promise me a dream. And then all of a sudden they own you. They own your likeness. They own your vocal cords. They own everything you do. You take a shit. If you take a picture of it, they own that. Like, we own you. Like with Hades being like, one small problem. I own you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but now it's trickled down not just to people who they claim to be stars, people who every man, woman, and child is a star, but the people who that they try to manufacture on the conveyor belt of Hollywood. They have specific stars, they have specific molds they cut out. And if you see it all the time. They just copy paste because that's what they need. They need submissive dolls. They don't need human beings. In fact, if they could rip your skin and slap it on a robot, I think that'd be easier. But much like that episode of SpongeBob, why don't you ask me about that later? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it would just be easier for them to do that than to have to like use a certain like a meat grinder to grind all of the human out of the human and then replace with their typecast paper sheet typed up person that they need in Hollywood to be profitable for hundreds of people around the globe to make billions of dollars off of a human acting in a movie and being a good boy. Following instructions. I'm not good at that. Anyways, so yeah, the world's weird. I'm ugly. It's fine. It's fine. We'll all get through this. Alive? No. But we will all get through this eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we gonna get through this alive? No. I don't know. I'm gonna excuse me, I had a burp. But listen, we're not going to get through this alive. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. We all end up in the compost pile, babe. The cosmic compost pile, man. And just what you do with your life, it's very important. Create. And I'm not saying like create children. I'm not saying go out there and like practice procreation with some fucking person you find off in an application. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there's tons of people out there creating things. I mean, somebody created this. This was a whole creative process. Somebody has created these inks, a business. This is mom's millennium. danger zone, orange tattooing. Anyways, there's a creative process that goes into everything, but you have to submit yourself to your holy fire and then discover the components within that fire, what makes it so red, what makes it so blue, what makes it so orange and yellow and red, and all these things, and what feeds your fire. You have to do the work yourself and find your own light. And then if everybody's doing their own thing, we all have our own lights. We don't have to become the victim of the electric company and their false stars and seek refuge underneath the lamplights of a system that's broken and meant to break us furthermore. Okay, so it's important for you to find your own creative fire. It's important for you to do your own dance of Prometheus and to steal it back and to feel your hearth, your hearth, whatever they call that. The how do you say, the stones with the fire, the fireplace within your own soul and your body. Yeah, of course, every man, woman, and child is a star, like we all are. So it's important for you to follow your path and to break free of whatever this kind of matrix is. But it takes a lot of internal investigation for yourself to be like, who, what, when, where, why, how, You have to put on the mask and look in the mirror and go, what am I? Who am I? What have I always been? Am I my actions? Am I my mistakes? Am I? What am I? You have to do that yourself. Sometimes you have to admit that you're a liar. Sometimes you have to admit to yourself some heinous stuff, but it's for you. It's not for some preacher in a fucking cardboard box hiding behind a Bible jack in it. It's not for that. It's for you. It really is. It's all for you, and you need to make yourself the main character of your life because you are. You should not be submitting your life to another human. That's a lesson. If you are putting your life in the hands of some freaky ass bitch, um, that's peculiar, and it is a lesson, of course. But it'd be better if you quickly learned your lessons and then broke free of every single thing, every chain holding you down, keeping you strapped in for a ride where we all end up just in the cosmic compost pile, truly. I did not film an outro. I'm so sorry. See ya.